I sound strident.
You always sound strident.
So you take 1 cup of sugar, 3 cups of flour, a little bit of baking powder, and then about a pound of medical grade fertilizer. And then you put it in a cake, and that's the best way to break your boyfriend out of prison.
I could have used that with my Uncle Jerry. Oh, we're recording. Oh, hello.
And you just spilled shit all over my couch. How great.
Just a little bit of tea. Hello, everybody. Welcome to TV Tea Time with Maddie.
Welcome to TV Tea Time.
With Maddie and Poodle.
Hello. I'm Poodle.
The bitch in the shawl.
The shawl is back.
The shawl is back.
By popular demand.
You know what? That would be the name of like your memoir or your second memoir. Where you would say,
second memoir.
This is my
back
second
in the shawl.
Back in the shawl, because you lived.
This is pulling.
You lived a life since the last time.
This is pulling.
Sorry. Are you comfortable, Lady Jane? Are you comfortable? God damn it.
Not yet. I'm practicing my Betty Davis. That's a whole other thing.
Sorry.
Watch our feud.
No, let's just
recap.
get it out. We're going to do a feud recap that's coming out on FX. It's not out for 3 weeks, but it's all that this bitch can talk about.
Branding.
And her Betty Davis impression, which is horrible.
What a dump.
It sounds like if Mr. Ed and that woman in Funny Girl who sings the Think Pink song, you know, her boss.
That's not Think Pink. That's not Funny Girl. That's
or not Funny Girl, but Funny Lady.
No, that's
Funny Business.
That's Pillow Talk. That they sing Think Pink.
If the Think Pink lady, Mr. Ed, fucked.
This is going on way too
fucked
long.
on a beach and had a baby, it would be that impression. All right. Can we just get to the YouTube?
And a little bit of Mr. Drysdale from Beverly Hillbillies.
You know what? That's on point. I'll give you that.
So
can we talk about
Riverdale episode 5?
Episode 5.
Where some shit went down.
But before we get that, let's talk about Tea for Two.
Tea for you.
We're reading your comments, sugars.
And reading you. Not just reading your comments,
and
we're reading you.
Okay, so my comment that I want to read, this is from Nyx.
Nick with a smoky eye.
It's true. She says, we were talking about Miss Grundy. Pouring Glasses is gone last
Bye.
week. Bye, Felicia. And Nick says, I'm happy she's gone too, but I'm pretty sure we'll see more of Miss Grundy.
Boo.
And her obsession with Gingerdale. I love it. That is funny. You are clever.
Even though I don't love his red hair.
I love it. But, you know, the carpets don't match those drapes. But
the eyebrows don't match the drapes.
I might start calling him Gingerdale. I like it. Anyway, she said, by the way, thanks for recognizing my smoky eye. Love your show.
You're welcome.
Triple L on that love. Triple L. We love you too, Nick. Nyx, do you use Nyx? I love Nyx
What's
makeup.
Nyx?
It's one of my favorite makeup. I've actually put it on you for Cabaret. You just don't know it. It's cheap drag queen makeup. But I
learn a lot.
But you know what? It's impeccably.
I learn a lot.
Nyx, if you want to sponsor this show, we'll take
I'd be in full fucking beat.
They'll be like, what is wrong with Jake's face? I'm like, he contoured over his beard. Okay, what is your YouTube comment?
Mine is from...
That tea is strong today. It's potent.
I know what mine is from. Mine is from Randude. Who kind of read us last time about the Josie and the Pussycats movie and how we said that was terrible. It also kind of kept us straight about some other thing. But now he's saying, or this may be a girl too. Boys, Skeet was in Scream and The Craft.
Because we thought
Philippe and Prince Jr. was in I Know What You Did Last Summer.
You know what? We said Skeet
Thank you for reading or for watching our show and reading the fuck out of us.
And you know what? You're right.
Thank you,
because we were
Randude.
wrong. We were wrong.
And I will admit when I am wrong. And thank you for reading, because reading is fundamental.
Reading is fundamental. And you know what?
The library is closed.
It's closed. I keep saying that I want a line producer for this show, and I think Rand just promoted himself.
You might be the person for the job.
He's our fact checker. She.
Who knows?
I need a fact
If
checker.
you're trans, that's okay too.
You know what? I need a fact checker.
I hope if you're trans, watch the fuck out because the government's coming for you.
You know what? And you know what? Government, watch the fuck out because we're coming for you.
We're not trans, but I'm just
No,
saying.
but I support them.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, you know what? There's something beautiful about that. Fuck you and your bathroom laws. Fuck you and the toilet you wrote in on.
Here's the thing.
Boy, I'm glad we just got here. Thanks, Lily. I hope you like this political commentary.
Think there should be, first of all, the idea that they can step right in and say all what the Obama did was ridiculous is beside the point. Besides that, also there should just be a single-use bathroom for if you have to take a shit during the day in the middle of the emergency in the middle of the elementary school. You need to be in a single-use bathroom. That's the emergency shitter bathroom.
It was really
Especially
stressful having a big doo-doo in the middle of fifth grade in front of people.
It could be the
They
gender
just need a
fluid,
private bathroom.
gender mixed emergency shitter.
Yeah, it just. You know what? You want to go.
Kids across America would thank you.
Yes, you want to go to the bathroom in private anyway. Did you ever have those open stall doors?
Yes.
Here? I'm sorry. I don't want to walk by and see.
Oh, the humanity.
Yeah, and see somebody wiping their tushy. I don't need to
And
see
you
that.
hear like the sound of someone taking a shit?
No.
No, ma'am.
You know,
I'm a lady. This is beneath me.
We have gay sex, not us, but we've had it with other people, and it sounds gross enough.
I don't know how many times we have to clarify that.
Yeah, just to clarify, hashtag we aren't fucking. Never would. Two bottoms don't make a night. I'm going to say it every time. All right, can we get into these tea bags?
Let's
Speaking
do
of
it,
gay,
because
speaking of gay
this
sex.
is taking fucking time
Let's
that
go.
I don't have.
Let's go to our tea bags. Oh, wait, before we get to our tea, you watched the Facebook Live video.
Yes, I did. Thank you for this.
Well, you said you wanted to talk about it.
I want to talk. I watched a little bit. I sound like a fucking fang banger, like the ones who used to be on True Blood. I
Yes.
sound like a fangirl, actually.
You are. We are.
In between, I had 15 minutes before one of my students was late today, and I watched a little bit of Facebook Live with KJ Appa, or as you would call him, AJ Kappa.
Whatever.
And he had a cast, and I think he hurt himself. I missed a little bit of it, but he was saying that Archie does end up with one girl at the end of the season.
Ooh.
And we don't know who it's going to be.
Girl, one special girl. One
Just
boy
wait it
to
out with me,
laugh
everybody.
With, to
Just
joke with,
just
to coke with.
Go.
One girl.
Go get something. Go get a piece of cheese
Archie,
because this is not going to stop.
put it in me. That's the way it should be.
Okay, and you watched what?
Good news today.
And you watched what?
I am a
Leg
fangirl as
hurts.
well, and I've been following KJ on the Instagram. And let me just say, right
What
now,
is the Instagram that you
the
talked about?
Instagram is a place of pictures and frivolity.
Don't pop your peas.
Well, sorry. And what I like about it
Frivolity.
What I like about it is KJ and Jughead are on vacation right
Aw.
now. I know. It shows them just hanging out and Jughead smoking some ciggies and being a rebel and
Taking baths with each other.
and they're you know what? I do kind of imagine them doing it. Just
I wasn't going for the hardcore. I was saying nice things like
What?
washing
You
each
said-
other's backs.
yeah, that's softcore, watching each other's back, braiding his hair.
No, just like I can't reach the small of my back, Jughead. Can you put sunscreen on me?
That's how it starts.
And then they just happen to be taking a bath together because there's only a limited amount of water.
You know what?
I could write the fuck out of this fan fiction if anybody's wanted to
that
know.
is content. Yeah, that's some fucking.
Contact me, Harper Collins.
You know, I think if anybody contacts you after the show, it's not going to be HarperCollins. That's pretty much the safest bet. But that is some slash fiction. You know, you could write not a WordPress. A live journal about
Live
it.
journal. I don't think anyone's written a
Hashtag
live journal
basic
in
bitch.
15 years.
I had a friend who wrote live journal a lot. She did it at work.
But it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. All right, can we get to some goddamn tea bags?
That's what I was wanting to do about 10 minutes ago.
You know what? Things had to be said. All right, so I'm going to go first.
You go first. Here we go.
My first tea bag, and the show opened with it, was Archie is boxing. Archie's boxing and he's really hot. You see all his abs and his pecs. I want to put my arms around his waist.
And his like little like abs, and he's like giving it all he can.
He is
and
giving
I
it.
actually
He is punching that bag.
When he did that,
Ooh.
I actually did this. When I was like, I did one of
Don't
those.
ever do that in front of me again. That was graphic. This show just got triple X.
Well, I'll move
Wow.
on. I'll move on to mine then.
Well, but can I? I mean, that is a.
I'll
and
move
God
on to
made me-
mine.
You know
Enough.
what? Fine. Let's talk about more classy things.
Mine is also shirtless Archie. I'm sorry. When he was doing that, and he had like the white little
Yes.
straps on his hands.
It was so-
What's the boxing terminology?
It was, but I think it's called
the straps.
It's
The
called
tape.
Oh, it's called strapping.
Yes. Anyway, I did feel myself kind of going, and my face got hot.
I felt something.
Although I think that might be the tea.
I felt something, and it was down here.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Something
I mean-
deep inside. The snake coiled up at the bottom of my spine.
Ooh, don't talk about snakes. I hate snakes. I screamed at the snake at this episode, and it wasn't
It
Archie.
does like a straight and went. Anyway, I
was a
flooded
lot.
my basement, as I've said before.
Flooded his basement. I'm going to teabag number 2. Archie is really concerned about football this episode, which, again, there's a lot of locker room conversations. This episode was borderline gay porn.
It was.
It
Every
was.
time they're in the locker room, I get immediately, like, I have anxiety because I remember locker rooms, and I'm immediately also turned on.
Yes,
It's
yes.
really hard.
It's like Little Red in Into the Woods. You're excited and scared. It's all the same.
You know what? That whole song parallels exactly how I feel about that show.
That was my high school
I know
athletic
things
experience.
now.
That you didn't know then.
I know a lot of things now that I
It's true.
did not know then.
It's true. But I felt Archie hurt his hand.
And you know what? Nice is not better than good.
It's not. So Archie hurt his hand, and I really, which just, I don't know. It made me think of him giving me a hand job when just talking about it. What after that boxing scene?
Because he wouldn't be able to.
Yes, but what actually? It's actually something non-sexual. What I liked after
Oh,
that,
a shock. A change.
shock. Woo!
Oh.
Is
Good.
if you did Susan Van Heusen's idea of every time we drank making a gay reference, people are fucking ripped already, and we're just like 14 minutes into the show. Like they're
Someone's rushed to the hospital for alcohol poisoning.
pretty much someone's getting their stomach pumped right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I loved the scene right after that though with Veronica and Archie.
I did too. I like that a lot.
I like you know what
I
I
like
love?
when he called her Ronnie.
Yes, I thought that was cute, and I like
Ronnie girl.
You know what I like about this show? I like that they're not letting the things in the past define their future. Meaning they made out 7
That
minutes
is
ago.
very wise.
I know that they made out 7 minutes ago, and I like that she's like, I've
I'm
had my
kind of
7
shocked
minutes.
that you're saying it.
Well, I like that says we've had that 7 minutes in heaven. Let's move on. Veronica is a fucking adult.
She's much more. I was going to say she's much more mature than everybody else, and she's written that way because she's experienced more.
She's lived the city life.
I just adore a penthouse view.
No.
Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
You know that's the same impression as your
New
Betty Davis.
York is where I
Well,
want to stay.
Focus. Calm down, gay Mr. Ed. Literally, that sounds just like your Betty Davis.
No, it is not. This is my Zsa Zsa Gabor
That just sounds like a
or
woman.
Ava Gabor.
That sounds like somebody.
I get allergic smelling hay.
That sounds kind of Asian and offensive.
I've lost all of our audience
Wow.
because no one knows what Green Acres was.
No,
Lily, if you know what that is, let us know.
She
because
does.
I do.
she does. All right, can we go to
Is
your
it my turn?
Can we focus and go to your
Thank
teabag?
God.
Your teabag. This is number 4. This
My
is gonna
number
be
2.
a long show.
I have got to say that this is Cheryl's episode. And when she made that entrance in all white, I lost my mind.
It was amazing.
And my penis may have went in a circle.
She gave no fucks walking
None.
in.
This is her episode, and I also loved that when she said about, "Oh, hello, Sad Breakfast Club."
Yeah, that was a great
to invite
line.
them to
That was the line of the show.
To invite them to Jason's funeral. And also she had that great thing about So she walked in all white. She's like, this is the last time I saw him, and blah, blah, blah. And she also said, he protected me. She had this big, great moment about, I had my birthday party, and I wanted to have even though we were twins, wanted to have my own birthday party. But he insisted upon having it the same day because he knew no one would come.
Which makes sense because her parents are so fucked up. You see that she feels really isolated now.
And I love this actress. And I think, unlike a lot of the others, she's not pegged in by what she has to do, and she's given a lot to work with, and I think I could see this actress moving, Madeline Pesh, I think, moving further on.
Her
after
makeup's
this,
always on point. You know what it reminded me when she walked in? It reminded me when my cousin bear with me.
Here we go.
When my cousin Kelly got it reminded me when my cousin Kelly got married to her first husband. He was an asshole. Anyway, listen, you'll like this story. So I'll never forget my grandma Hazel.
Here we go.
Jean. She was never the same after she got thrown by that tornado.
That's my first favorite line.
No, in her 30s, she got thrown by a tornado at 100 feet. She was just meaner after that. But for my cousin Kelly's wedding, she was like in her 60s, and everybody kind of forgotten about her. And she normally had white blonde hair, and I'll never forget her dyeing her hair jet black. And she walked down the aisle, going to the wedding, swinging in her purse, just looking like, bet you can't forget about me now. Swinging that purse, popping her gum. Hazel Jane.
And that's the end of that country story.
That's it. Okay, teabag number 5. If you have a Hazel Jean, leave a comment about it, everybody. All right, you probably don't. All right.
She probably didn't get thrown by a tornado and got mean after.
She was way more mean after that. Anyway, number 5.
God bless.
Can we talk about the sleepwear at the slumber party between Cheryl and Veronica? What the?
Full-on heels on Cheryl, like jewel tone.
With pearls.
Pearls and jewel tone nightgowns, all like shimmery, satiny.
It was like cougar wear.
It looked kind of pornish.
It did.
And
I'm telling you, this episode.
I expected them to like start licking each other's nipples right after that.
You know what?
Sometimes feminine sexuality is beautiful. I tried.
It is the way we tried. But, I mean, remember what our friends wore? So, like, my friends wore Garfield shirts.
Pajamas.
They wore those long Garfield shirts.
Remember the girls in Greece wore?
Yeah.
I hate Mondays, yes.
Yes. The girls in Greece, yeah.
Those Tweety Bird, long oversized Tweety Bird T-shirts, that's what I remember.
You know what? Oh, yes, Tweety Bird T-shirts.
It's a big thing.
Remember when
the black girls in our school loved Tweety Bird?
Everybody. Remember when Looney Tunes got kind of urban?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a lot of Daffy Duck going like this,
and or Tweety Bird would have like brass knuckles.
Yes, I think he did have brass. He was like, "Yeah, put him up,
put him up." I'm ruining everything.
I saw a putty cat fucker,
putty tat, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Okay, it's my turn now, isn't it?
Yes, I hate Mondays.
My next one is about the music teacher who was Richie in Looking.
Ooh,
for those of you remember,
hottest person in that
Looking.
show.
He was one of my favorite parts of the show. But
that is your
Rip
type.
Looking.
Richie was your type.
Yeah, for a lot of reasons. As much as Jonathan Groff was not my type, and I know you liked him on the show, but I found him.
But I've never
exhausting.
I never saw the end of that show.
Exhausting.
Oh, I liked.
We're off course. No one else did. Anyway, the music teacher was Richie, sorry.
Music teacher.
And he.
What about Birdie this episode?
Anyway, he asked Archie. He was there to help, but that Valerie had recommended him.
Valerie.
That's
the singing that song the whole fucking episode.
So, and he's like, I listen to your songs. Like, where are your sheets? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, your sheet music. Your like chords, your lyrics. And I was like, thank you, because I'm a music teacher, and everyone thinks that like demos are enough. I know I'm getting my soapbox here, but blah 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 blah. You gotta have sheet music. You gotta learn how to do it. There's technique, and I'll get off this shit. Anyway, that's what I have to say. I like when he said, "I don't teach performance." It means fuck off.
I just need you to.
I'm gonna do this dramatically.
I just want you to look in the camera. And just see if you can see
and chastise everyone.
All the fucks that people had just left because of that. Just so you know. All right.
I love everyone.
All right, okay, let's move on. Okay. My.
I have to say about that.
But this is my. What is this? Teabag.
I don't know. Just keep going.
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's my drink. We're at 4. Are you out of? Are you out of? Okay,
I'm fine.
so we're at 8. I don't know where we are. Let's just keep going.
It's at year 7.
Okay,
I'm the only lucid one here.
You know what I like? I actually also like the scene with Veronica and her mother when they're in Casa del whatever.
Thornhill.
No, not Thornhill. But when they're supposed to be in their shitty apartment because they're poor, which was actually nicer than
Casa
the
del
mansion.
Lodge.
Yeah, whatever. We need to think of a name for that one. But anyway,
The really nice apartment
I like that at least
where they're
there's-
moving up to the east side.
Yes, I like that there's one actually kind of normal parent-child relationship
It
on
is.
this show.
I like it. You're
'Cause
right.
Even Archie and Dylan McKay,
Even though
they
she's
don't
wearing
talk.
her Alice waitress uniform all the time.
You know, we're gonna get to that. But yeah, I like that they like, and she said, "I need to tell you something of what happened to Pops," and she talks about the snakes, which she about opened the box, and I told Poodle, I said, "It better not be snakes." And then she
You
opened
know
it,
what?
and I threw my hands over my face,
And he
screamed.
squealed, and I think my neighbors beat on the wall.
You know what? Because I'm terrified of snakes because my mother is, and she put the fear of Jesus into my brother and I about them. He'll tell you. I'll never forget just sitting in the living room and just hear her scream. I hear a boom, boom, and my mother's just screaming at a garden snake in the leaves. It was scary.
Okay, glad that's over.
All
if I
right.
keep doing that, it really does make things go faster.
I'm glad.
Um,
I'm glad.
I have my next one, number 8, is about the strange old lady in the Blossom House who has the gray hair and has the strange Hunger Games like orange curl.
Yeah,
And the red hair, who I will christen now Hunger Games old lady.
Hunger
So
Games old
she's
lady.
obviously someone's mother, someone's aunt. We missed it. We were just talking probably. But she was kind of like, "Come here, child.
Come here."
Like when she was, and like she surprised Betty and Jughead in the room when they were searching Jason's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she's strange. But she tells us she's really that she's got some shit to share.
And she's got a weird eye.
She's got a wonky eye.
Wonky eye.
Glassed over.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and she said, "Well, come here, Polly," talking to Becky.
Mm-hmm. Thinking she was Polly.
Betty. Like Becky from Roseanne. Talking to Betty, thinking she was Polly, and said, "Oh, I remember when I gave you my ring. Don't tell the mother, because that was for you to be engaged." So we now know that Polly and Jason were engaged. And
Yes.
preach on, Hunger Games old lady. We have not seen the last of you. I'm pretty sure.
We
of that.
have it. And I'm going to regret saying this, but I have to say it. She reminded me of Betty Davis in that movie Watcher in the Woods. Remember when
I remember the movie Watcher in the Woods.
God, when she's like, Karen.
They never paid me enough for that. What a dump.
That's not in the movie, but I'm sorry. I had to say it. I loved Watcher in the Woods, and now he did that impression again. All right.
People will comment asking for it.
Define asking. Okay.
Just do your last one.
So this is my
Let
last
this be over.
Teabag 9. Okay, I want to talk about that scene, the very titillating scene at the end where the coach is letting us know, is it going to be Archie or Reggie?
Oh.
The football cap. Here's the thing. I didn't know which way that was going to go because I've seen other motion pictures where there's a coach and 2 handsome, strapping young men that are wanting to be on the football team. And the coach usually says something of, they've just got one more thing to do before they can prove their, if they could go the distance.
And then the shirts come off.
And then their shirt comes off.
I've seen
and
that
then
film, too.
Archie's wearing a cock ring.
I've seen that film, too. Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just saying we could go that way.
It doesn't end the way this one did, though.
Nope. It was unsatisfying. I just think...
Yeah, I agree.
Mark Burnett, if you're listening,
This is
That's
just
a rewrite.
note. This is just a note.
Just a missed opportunity.
It's just a note. It's not Mark Burnett.
Missed opportunity. Mark.
It's,
not Mark Burnett.
It's Greg Berlanti.
Greg Berlanti. Why did I say
Mark Burnett? That Christian. Mark Burnett would never do this show. He'd put Roma Downey in it.
I get a Christmas card
when
from
you
him
walk,
Angel Girl. Angel. You know what? Mark
Look at you,
Burnett
Angel Girl.
is the reason we have that fucking president. Mark Burnett, you're a dick licker.
You're a goddamn fucker.
And I don't mean that in a good way, because we're good dick lickers. You're a negative dick licker. I hate you, Mark Burnett. I hate you in your ass face.
I do like Roma Downey, though.
You know what?
So
She is pretty.
I can't say anything about that.
Anyway.
My last one.
Yes.
to segue from Mark Burnett is.
Sorry, Greg Berlanti. I didn't mean to
I'm
compare you with
really.
that shit.
He doesn't watch this show. You're
You
fine.
know, Greg Berlanti, I
He's
love
too
you.
busy like sucking off Robbie Rogers,
Who's Robbie Rogers?
the soccer player, the gay soccer player.
Greg Berlanti
They're
dating
together.
Greg
Yeah.
Berlanti, I am proud for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Robbie Rogers knows a good opportunity when he sees it.
I don't know. I think Robbie Rogers is pretty rich. Soccer players are rich. He wasn't like Michael Samms, who played football and then didn't do anything else.
My next teabag.
Wow. We just had a conversation about sports. Hashtag sports.
Hell froze over. I still love the Betty Jughead relationship. They're trying now to solve the murder, and they've got their own murder board
Yes,
now.
I love it.
And they've found, because both of them have kind of been ostracized a little bit by Archie. They don't know how to work with him, and Veronica's doing her own thing.
Yeah.
So they've decided they've got to figure this out. And it's very civic responsibility, and I enjoy their relationship.
They are the outcasts.
And they're playing off each other, and that's the most Veronica Mars part of the show right now, and I really enjoy it.
I do. I did make me wonder, where's Jughead living? Because last episode he got kicked
I
out
feel
of the
a
movie
feeling
theater.
we're going to learn a lot about that next time.
I got a feeling. Ooh.
Thank you, Perky. What's your last one?
No, that's it. That's all of our tea bags.
That's it.
We have finished the show.
You know what? It's time for reading the tea leaves
and
now.
we're still under time. We're only 28 minutes in.
God bless the time.
I know how to run a program. I stay on traffic.
Everyone, where's the lightning striking?
Oh, okay.
So it's time for reading this tea leaves.
What was I going to talk about on my tea leaves?
I'll go first. Luke Perry said when he was talking to Hermione Lodge,
Dylan McKay,
when he was said, we still didn't finish our date, and she said, I'm married, and she's like, and you are too. We have yet to see Archie's mom.
Oh yes, Archie's
mom. We are going to see her, I have a feeling, because the casting has been announced.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it is fucking Molly Ringwald.
That is great.
For those of you who are
Remember
under
she did a cabaret?
30, it was not good. I saw it. It was not good. She was in Chicago. She can't sing, can't dance. She can act. Kind of. But everyone remembers her for The Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink. And, but anyway, she is going to be Archie's mom.
She was Chachi's
Redhead.
girlfriend.
What?
Yeah. She was Chachi's girlfriend.
In Happy Days?
I'm thinking of somebody else.
Just ignore whatever you just heard. Someone Google that and translate that shit because it's ridiculous. What is your tea leaves?
My tea leaf is, let's give a fond farewell to Hermione's Tips outfit. I don't think we're going to be seeing that anymore. I'm so sad that she's working for Dylan McKay.
She's going to be working for Dylan McKay now.
Because we've been thinking, what
Tips?
Well, we sang a song.
I'm talking about tips.
Now don't you give me no
From Pop Boys and Donettes, which no one knows. But
I need a tip. We did that number in roller skates.
And it
Lindsay
went
Leffer
really
will tell
well.
you, and Lindsay Leffer will tell you by really well, it meant I did a full split in skates, not voluntarily.
We just stopped singing in one
Jake
point.
just crouched in a fetal position and just yelled
and
at
I
me.
waited for it to be over.
And then
someone had to help us
There
up.
was like a big burly man who looked like the mountain from Game of Thrones, and he just came and picked Jake up.
And then we just
from the
had
audience.
to stop doing the number. I think I finally said, "Everyone, just
You
go!"
said- yes, you did.
And I left the stage.
It was you crawled off the stage.
It was pretty much humiliating, but we think people enjoyed it, and that's all I want to do in this life.
That's all we want to do in life, and we hope
Humiliate
you enjoy,
myself for
for your enjoyment. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
We hope you. And this has been a really quick one because
This has-
because I'm tired and she has to edit afterwards. So
Yes.
at my house.
So if you enjoyed TVT time, be sure to please do. One of the best things you can do. I know this doesn't mean a lot to y'all. Just share it on your Facebook, your Twitter.
Please.
Or send an email to your work people and say, "Hey, I thought this was better than my job."
Especially if they're not gay friendly.
Oh yes. Someone send this to Mark Burnett, please.
Please
And send it to Greg Berlanti because we love him.
call us.
Bye.
Bye.